What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another Let's Play Diablo 3. From what I understand, we are about to dive into a new act, return to New Tristram, and talk to the caravan leader.
My friend, shall we depart to Chaldeum?
I would like to depart to Chaldeum. Basically, we have rescued Tyrael, the fallen angel, and returned his sword, and now he remembers where he's from. Wow, look at this cutscene.
All just stories. My uncle saw what he wanted to see.
Deckard sacrificed much to protect this world. But his work is not over.
What would you know about sacrifice?
Tyrael, the ancient law of the high heavens strictly forbids us from interfering with the mortal world. Yet you have done so. Brazenly.
All I am guilty of, Imperius, is bringing justice, while you hide, cowering behind your throne. Silence!
You will now answer for your transgressions.
You cannot judge me. I am justice itself. We were meant for more than this. To protect the innocent. But if our precious laws bind you all to inaction, then I will no longer stand as your brother.
You chose to be one of us.
Sacrilege.
Thus, I fell willingly. Because humanity is the only hope for this world.
I never believed all your crazy tales. Your work. You never finished. I will finish it, Uncle. I will carry on for you.
Well, that is a classic Blizzard cutscene for you. They never seem to disappoint.
Tristram is safe. I go now to Chaldeum, the great city of the East. It has fallen before one of the last lords of Hell, Belial. I will set this city free.
Alright, so we're making our way to Chaldeum. Definitely a nice change of pace. I wonder if we're going to go ahead and find Leah's mother, Adria. These graphics are beautiful. Much better than what I was expecting. Here's our scoundrel. From what I understand, we still don't have access to our new
Please look. You won't be disappointed.
I could have swore we unlocked a mage, but I guess not. Here's our stash. We have a Book of Cain. This place looks like it's totally been demolished. Hadrig Amon, obviously our blacksmith. Let's make our way to speak to Leah. Wow. Very beautiful.
There ain't no guards around, are there?
A healer and a merchant. Don't need anything here. All of those items are so expensive.
Here we are. Chaldeum, Jewel of the East. Uncle Deckard loved this place.
He wouldn't now that it is under the spell of Belial, Lord of Lies. I can smell his stench from here.
Our paths lead apart. You search for Belial, and I will seek Magda. Her end will bring rest to Cain's spirit.
Shadows in the desert. Go to the Chaldeum Bazaar. It says we have 0 FPS, 137. Okay, I need my zombie dogs. And a Shira.
God, where did these refugees come from?
I am not a god. I am a Shira, commander of the Iron Wolves. We saved these refugees from Magda's coven, but even now wreaks havoc throughout the borderlands.
Then we share a common foe. I seek Magda, but I do not know where to find her.
She's heading toward Alcarnus, but has blocked the road behind her. However, there is another way. Through the Kasim outpost.
Okay, go through the Sundered Canyon. Looks like there are merchants here.
I find all sorts of things down in the aqueducts. I like the shiny ones the best.
Many of my banished peers have fled for Lut Gholein. Not I. I shall wait for our Emperor to come to his senses.
Very noble, my lady. So it has nothing to do with the last caravan leaving 10 minutes ago?
What impudence! How dare you even speak to me?
Apologies, my lady. You'd best take up your concerns with the Emperor.
Well...
Don't look at me like that. I'm no common thief. I just temporarily mislaid my purse. This store's owner would be proud to let someone like me purchase his vegetables on credit. Were he here.
He'll not have prices, maybe.
And, wow, this is a very cool looking staff. Intelligence, and yeah, obviously our 2 items are much better than the staff itself. We have some guards. I think what I'll do is I will go ahead and speak to Leah. I wanted to go ahead and scout the area.
Teriel and I learned that while the Iron Wolves were fighting Magda in the desert, the Emperor replaced them with Imperial guards who bar all from the inner city.
I suspect that the Iron Wolves were sent out to die. Belial has made his move. We must find a way into the city.
As a child, I explored Chaldean while Uncle Deckard studied here. I can get in through the sewers.
Be safe and learn what you can. When I return, Magda will trouble us no more.
Be careful. Alcarnus sounds like Magda's trap.
Okay, so go through the Sundered
This gate
Canyon.
leads to Alcarnus. You'll need to follow the long road over the canyon bridge and through the Kasim outpost. We haven't heard anything from the Iron Wolves in the desert. If you make it to the Kasim outpost, seek out Captain David.
Definitely much prettier than obviously what we've been doing. A lot less death. And Enchantress.
Take heed, traveler. Cultists guard these desert roads, and they will slay any who pass.
They may find that difficult. I have come to kill them and their leader.
Then you must not go alone. I shall accompany you.
So now we have an Enchantress, basically, from what I understand.
Mirages to some, but I can see them for what they are. The Coven's foul magic. They will lead you to your death.
I appreciate your concern, but these cultists are known to me. I do not fear their traps. Need more time
than anyone we have seen. I would rather not discuss the sand wasp. These overgrown insects wouldn't be notable whatsoever if not for their exceptionally poisonous stings, which, alas, killed my young apprentice. I thought he would be more careful when I sent him to retrieve a sample from the hive, but His parents did not understand my perspective.
Okay, so basically we had our new lore, and I guess we have even more.
The Lacuni, or Panther Men as they are sometimes called, have inhabited the desert wastes east of Caldeum for thousands of years. The large males are the tribe's leaders and protectors, while the agile females are expert hunters. Mostly they are primitive and reclusive creatures, although they will attack if cornered or hungry.
So basically what I was trying to say is we obviously have a Templar who is pretty much a tank, we have a damage-dealing archer who is our scoundrel, and we now have an enchantress who definitely does quite a bit of damage, but I'm excited to see what abilities she could bring to the table.
Be careful. They are very near to us.
That cannot be. The way is blocked.
You should never have come. Demons will face
They die in like one hit. But then again, we do lose quite a bit of mana.
How did you know about the ambush?
I am an enchantress. The ways of magic and illusion are familiar to me. My name is Irena.
Thank you, Irena. But tell me why you are truly here. I sense you have a greater purpose.
Well, I am also looking for someone. But here, let me clear the way for you.
Kill the Lacuni attacking the Iron Wolves.
Protect the people! Iron Wolf!
They just die. Sun-bleached corpse.
If not for you, the Lacuni would have eaten well this day.
Is the road ahead so filled with danger?
More than Lacuni stalk the road. Cultists cast their spells from 2 desert layers to disguise the Black Canyon Bridge.
Let us head north to the Howling Plateau. The cultist magic seems to be emanating from there.
Okay, I would like to go ahead and see what abilities the Enchantress has, but I guess what we need to do is obviously play through with her just a little bit, and then as she levels up, we'll get new experiences. So, follow the road into the Sundered Canyon. And here is the Howling Plateau.
Illusion here. The cultists tried to hide their footsteps. Their spells are weak and easily countered. If we follow these prints, we can find their lairs and halt the rituals. I will seek out any other traces of their magic.
It seems that the Fallen are indeed creatures of demonic origin.
This is one of the cultists' lairs. They are casting part of the illusion inside.
I think what we'll do is we're gonna go ahead and do the Sinico Caverns level 1. Well, let's do the Secret Altar Ritual first, and then we'll go inside. I'm wondering how deep this goes. Not very far.
The ritual is disrupted!
Okay, we have disrupted the first altar ritual. We found a Cain's lost satchel.
It is with some reluctance that I write on the 7 lords of hell, for they are the greatest of the demons, and even whispering their names seems to poison the air around me. They are divided into the lesser evils, Belial, Asmodan, Juriel, and Andariel, and the prime evils, Mephisto, Baal, and Diablo.
This desert is full of vicious.
Thank you.
I'd lost all hope.
Akarat bless you.
So basically, there are 4 lesser evils and 3 prime evils.
Look, more hidden footprints.
Huh. And we have a Veiled Crystal. I do want to go ahead and explore the Sinico Cavern. Maybe we'll find some new items. I am in love with my new helm that we got from the Butcher. Oh, Sirocco Caverns, not Sinico. Larva sacks. Makes me wonder what kind of monsters we're going to encounter. And it does say level 1, so it leads me to believe that there are going to be multiple levels. Hopefully not, though. I don't want to waste too much time. We have some cave wings, so some bats. Looks like we can go there. We can go here as well. Maybe we can go 2 different ways. So, because I don't want to go too far out, I think I will explore that main cavern. And we are fairly close to level 28. At level 30, we'll gain yet another passive. And, you know, I'm wondering how much more powerful we can really get. The Gargantuan sure does quite a bit of damage. And I love the Spirit Barrage. We have some dead Iron Wolves. And this cavern seems to continue on and on.
We'll rip these brutes to shreds. I'll be telling stories about that for a while.
16 killed. I'm guessing this might be a big circle. And it wants us to now go north. So let's head down. Well, we found level 2 caverns. I do want to head north real quick. And I guess now we do need to go and explore to the south. Slime Spewer. Bunch of cave wings and vicious ghouls.
Needs more time.
Are there any chests? I see dead villager after dead villager. Maybe this goes that way. It's a pretty big cave. Found a frenzied shrine.
Need more time.
You know what? We're going to be level 28 in no time with the amount of enemies that are around here. And part of me does want to go ahead, and obviously we are... Oh, I guess I lied. I was going to say we are filling up with items, but I guess not. Yep, more than willing to bet this is a big circle. But let's see if we can find any valuable chests. I do want to go ahead and see if I can find any powerful bosses. Maybe they'll drop me some very powerful items. And obviously we're getting experience, we're getting money. We are getting kills.
Not ready yet.
Almost to the main area. Now, it would be cool if there were 2 different, you know, doors we could walk through. Instead of making our way to the other side, but I don't know what we're going to find. Alright, well, we've met up with the path. I'm willing to bet that there's some sort of boss down here. Ah, there's a healing well. And a chest. I hope this is worth it. Socketed Jagged Edge of Starlight. Don't know if that was worth it, but we did get some experience. This has... not very useful. And this is not very useful. So I suppose we'll make our way to the Sirocco Caverns level 2. This was a fairly big dungeon. I wonder if it's going to be as big on the next level. And it looks like we're frenzied. It is almost over, though. About 3 seconds left, and there it goes. Okay, so still on our way to the second level. I may go ahead and change our Spirit Barrage over to Acid Rain. You know, don't get me wrong, I do love the Spirit Barrage, but the Acid Rain does put pools of acid on the ground, and as enemies walk through it, it does do quite a bit of damage. And it makes my playstyle, you know, we still do damage nevertheless, but it changes the way you do damage. Wow. Here is a resplendent chest. Wow. Quite a bit of money, quite a bit of items, quite a bit of amethysts. Though I'm guessing they're topaz. Anything that's orange. Diamond, amethyst, steady strap. Quite a bit of intelligence and vitality, but I think I'm going to keep my gold wrap. You are a very powerful shield. Much better than what we have.
A good choice.
And this Witch Doctor dagger has quite a bit more intelligence, so we will equip that. We don't really need anything else. And I'm willing to bet that there's some sort of shrine that'll take us back to the front of the cave, or the cavern. Or maybe we'll go to a level 3 cavern. Here we are. Some more enemies. Now, one thing I've noticed is that the Enchantress always stays in the back line. Does quite a bit of damage, don't get me wrong, but I'm wondering what type of abilities we can muster out of her. There's the entrance to the cave.
Have you journeyed to Kyrgyzstan before?
I rarely ventured beyond the bounds of Westmarch in my younger years. After the order took me in,
Looks now they're called Fallen, but they look like orcs. Or goblins. Or maybe they're just demons, I don't know. Lakuni hunters. Still wandering around. From what I understand, we probably have to go to the other side of the map. But, you know, I wouldn't mind just exploring anything and everything. I'm willing to bet that it's over here. Because obviously both sides are giving us some sort of barricade. Here is an enchanted shrine. And quite a bit of wasps. I definitely am liking all of this scenery a lot more than what we were dealing with before. I could go ahead and pick up those items and salvage them, I just don't think we will. And I'm wondering how far away... Wait, I guess what I'm asking is, I wonder how far away the big barricade is. I'm guessing it's like that. But nevertheless, we will find it eventually. Ah, maybe this is the pass that we can't seem to get over. I thought it was going to be some sort of big door. And it seems like the road stops.
these enemies defy all reason.
The Dune Thresher is an elusive being with a tremendous capacity for bloodshed. It lurks beneath the sands, rising up to seize prey in its jaws and rend the body until it is but sinew and gore. I once saw a Thresher in the flesh, and it rather disagreed with my constitution.
And we've reached level 28. Very, very exciting. Ah, looks like the road itself has turned. Summon Zombie Dog's Lifelink. I wonder what that'll mean. And Desperate Grasp. So now we have reduced the cooldown of Grasp of the Dead. That actually sounds fairly useful, but I am going to keep Groping Eels. And now we have a new Firebomb. Rather than exploding, the skull bounces between targets. Not bad either, but we are going to keep our Splinters. And defensive, new zombie dogs. Your zombie dogs absorb 10% of damage to you. As nice as that sounds, I don't think we're really going to worry about that. And Wall of Death raises a wall of zombies that block enemies and attack them. I would very much like to try that.
Not ready yet.
That sounds awesome. But now I don't have the Spirit Barrage. But it is cool. Now I just, like, stand behind him. Because it blocks.
Needs more time.
You know what? I am keeping that. That is probably the best you know, best one I could have. But now it makes me wonder, I don't know. Obviously, hiding behind the wall is my best objective. I'm wondering if there's the barricade up here. Yet another. That is awesome. That's probably my favorite ability other than our zombie dogs and our gargantuan. I don't like the mass confusion, so maybe my primary damage, you know, ability could be... Yeah, it can't be any of those. So obviously that's we gotta fix this bridge and that bridge. And from what I understand, I'm guessing that there is some sort of cavern, or the Hidden Conclave's ritual somewhere down in the south. I just have to say, like, having all of these zombies is probably the best ability I can have. But now I need something that has less of a cooldown. 8 seconds, I wonder if we change our skills up. I mean, I could cast more Grasp of the Dead. But don't get me wrong, the Poison Dart isn't bad either. And an 8-second cooldown for our zombie wall.
Cultist lairs. They're casting part of the illusion inside.
I get we have to go over there, but I just love the zombie wall. This is literally like the best ability. And I didn't think the Witch Doctor would get any more fun, but man was I wrong. I'm willing to bet that there's a cavern here that we can explore out of. Anything exciting? It looks like a city of some sort and a cursed chest. All we gotta do is cleanse the cursed chest and defeat 5 waves.
This cannot be opened yet.
All I gotta do is just chill back. Oh man, this is probably the best ability I have. It'd be cool if I could summon 2 walls, but then that would get a little too broken, I guess. Or if they lasted longer. Yeah, I actually am really excited to see what I can unlock. I might look at that in a moment. And the Groping Eel's sure doing quite a bit of damage. Fallen Shaman needs to die. And we've unlocked 2 Radiant Chests.
Though the champions are larger, and the lunatics more devastating, it is the shaman priests who lead the fallen. These shrunken, unintimidating demons can easily kill an enemy with their firebolts, but it is their ability to resurrect their imp allies that allows them to command such high respect from their peers.
Well, the Ring of Poison doesn't seem very useful to me because obviously all I want to do is block people away. Increases the width of the wall. Now, don't get me wrong, that sounds very useful. And knock all enemies behind the wall. I don't know if that's, you know, behind or in front of the wall. I guess we'll find out at level 35. That is a ways away. Raise a circle of zombies from the ground that traps and attacks nearby enemies. Now, that is good, but I'd rather not have that. Raise a wall of flame that burns enemies who walk through. I think we're going to use the wall of flame. Actually, I lied. The wall of death, the spirit, communing with spirits is probably the best. Chills all nearby enemies and reduces their damage dealt. Now, that is very far away at level 60.
Bodies of innocents are strewn across the sands. We must make them pay.
I think we finally did get a topaz.
Power dark rituals. I will end this.
And I do want to go ahead and make our way to the Conclave. I get that this episode is almost done. Now I wonder, we did get our topaz, which is obviously what we needed.
Look, more hidden footprints.
I wish I don't know. Ooh, treasure chest. I'm really liking the zombie wall, but you know, the upgrades that I want don't seem to be there. You know what? It would be even more broken if we could block these narrow passages.
The ritual is disrupted.
Nobody can get through at all, and I'm wondering if changing the cooldown might be better.
Coven's magic. Let us go to the bridge.
Some prisoners. There's probably a satchel here somewhere.
They tortured my poor husband.
There was a satchel last time.
This hero means to attack you in Alcarnus. If I were you, I would set a trap at the Kasim outpost. But I am not you.
Not ready yet.
You wish to fail me again and force me to kill you.
Tell me, what shall you do when Magda is dead?
Belial and Asmodan, lords of hell, plan to destroy us all. I shall destroy them first.
How curious. You must be the one I was meant to find here.
Well, I think I am going to go ahead and end this episode here. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you all have an awesome day, and I will see you in our next adventure.